Good evening, guys. Welcome back. If you're new here, my name is Lynn, and welcome to my channel for the love of scents. So, if you love fragrances, perfume, or anything that smells good, please consider subscribing to my channel and hit the notification bell so you'll be notified of my future videos. And to all my returning subscribers, thank you so much for watching. So, today will be part one of my three-part Giorgio Armani collection. I will be starting with the C collection. So I have four bottles of the C line, and then part two will be my private Armani Privé, like their high end line. So I have five of those, and then my third part will be my Armani Code and Flanker. So I have only three of the Armani Code. But because I don't want this video to be too long, I will cut it into three parts. So I will start with the C line. So this is the original, the Eau de Parfum, and this is considered as a chypre fruity fragrance and was launched in 2013. Perfumer is Christine Nagel, and the top notes, cassis, mid notes, marigolds and freesia. Base notes are vanilla patchouli with the notes and ambroxan. So this is a this is a very fresh, light, and airy rose vanilla with some greenness and woodiness. It has a mature vibe, and it's not actually a blind buy safe and not a mass appealing perfume, but it's still very pleasant and nice. So I remember many years ago, my 18-year-old niece at that time gave me like a mini of this, and I asked her, why you giving this to me, and she said, Tita, it smells like an old lady. So for me, it has some kind of a vintage vibe, and that's why I said that this is not mass appealing, and this is not blind buy safe because of that um, vintage vibe. And I don't actually know what notes is giving me that vibe. Maybe the combination of the rose and the patchouli and the cassis. I don't know, but it gives off a vintage and mature vibe. And this is very light floral and rose patchouli combo. The dry down is very clean and soapy. I like the dry down better than the opening. So the vintage vibe, mature vibe, usually you get it the opening up to the mid notes, but then the dry down is clean and soapy. So it's very bearable and it's nice. It's pleasant. So I like the dry down and the then the top notes. So in this paper, so I have the dry down here on this side, and then I sprayed it again on one side, so that gives me the opening. So this is my the original C Armani C Eau de Parfum. Then we have the C Intense. So they release a lot of the Intense version. This is the original. It was launched in 2014, and the different perfumers, Julie Mass, and the top notes blackcurrant. They added blackcurrant here. The cassis is still there. The freesia, the mandarin orange, and the bergamot. So they added some citrus in the top. Mid notes is May Rose, but they added osmanthus and neroli and artemisia. And the base notes are the same: vanilla, patchouli, woody notes, and ambroxan. So, so I have the dry down on one side, and I'll spray on the other side. So this opens up with the fresh cassis and blackcurrant. So cassis is the leaf of a blackcurrant, so it gives off a green, fresh note, while the blackcurrant is a fruity notes, and sometimes the combination of cassis and blackcurrant give it a cat piece smell. But in this one, I don't smell the cat piece. And because of the added other notes like the citrus notes, and but this compared to the OG, to the Eau de Parfum, this is denser and heavier, while the Eau de Parfum is lighter and fresher. I don't get that much vintage or old lady vibe in the intense version. Maybe because the rose is not too prominent in here compared to the Eau de Parfum. I forgot to mention the longevity on the Eau de Parfum, and in this bottle, intense, is 4 to 5 hours on my skin, and it has moderate projection. Very good projection in the first hour, and then it turns into like skin scent or close um, within the close proximity of a person before they smell you. But the longevity is about 4 to 5 hours. Definitely, you need to respray. So this is if you find the original to be kinds of mature lady, you try this, and this is heavier, and it uh, you can use it during the day and the night, and during the day, um, winter, fall, and spring. Not too much in the summer because it's a bit denser, a bit heavier compared to the Beauty Parfum. Then the third one is the Sea Fiori. So it comes with a pink bottle. So the Sea Fiori, I really like the dry down of Sea Fiori. It's very creamy. So Sea Fiori is a cheaper floral. Was launched in recently 2019. Perfumer is Julie Mass, and top notes is black currant and green mandarin. Mid notes neroli, rose patchouli, and oak moss. Base notes is vanilla and white musk. So I'm gonna spray it for the opening. The opening is some fresh citruses, and then turns into creamy floral. It's like a floral or a rose milkshake with some sweetness. Out of all the sea range that I smell, this is the creamiest of them all and the sweetest. And it dries down to also creamy vanilla with some florals. The dry down is still a creamy floral with vanilla. I don't know what gives that creaminess because there's no sandalwood or other notes that make it heavy, but it's so creamy. It has moderate projection, moderate to good projection, 1 to 2 hours. You will get a good scent bubble. And then longevity is also 4 to 5 hours, maybe a bit more compared to the first two. But I really like this. It's so creamy. I have a 5 ml decant of this, and I used to bring it with me and respray it every maybe 3 hours just because I want a good scent bubble around me when I'm wearing this. So this is so good. And that's my third bottle. And my fourth one is the red sea passioni. The red maestro. It has like a ribbon here compared to the original red maestro. And so the red maestro, it is less creamy, but it's also sweet. The dry down. This is considered as an amber floral. Was also launched in 2019, and have I don't know who's the perfumer, but the top notes is black currant, but instead of green mandarin, this is pink pepper. So this is very peppery in the top. Mid notes is solar notes and jasmine, and base notes musk and vanilla. So this one doesn't have a rose. So it has no mature or vintage vibe. It's open up with a very strong pink pepper. So kinds of tickle your nose when you overspray it. And then followed by the jasmine. You can distinguish the jasmine here after a few seconds. And then the dry down is a musky vanilla with some sweetness. I don't know the sweetness is coming from, but there's some sweetness, but it's very musky in the dry down. Oh, the sweetness is from the vanilla. So it's very musky and sweet in the dry down. So this is the dry down. I'll spray it for the top. Yeah, very strong pink pepper in the top. Dry down is a musky vanilla. It's also good. Now, out of all the four C that I had, this has the least longevity. It lasts only 3 hours on me, and the silage and projection is also closer to the skin compared to the first three that I showed you. But it's also very nice. I like the dry down of the musky vanilla. So, out of all four, my favorite one is, of course, the Sea Fury. It's so creamy. I really, really love this. This is a love for me. And then my next one will be the Intense. And then the third one will be the Red Maestro. Though the performance is not good, but this will be my third. And then the fourth one will be the Original C, just because of the strong rose, the strong vintage, and the mature vibe. So that's my four. See, I know I don't have that much. I only have 4 bottles. Some people they have. I think one of the YouTuber I watch a lot. She has 12 of this sea line. Some other YouTubers have more than two, but this is for now. This is my four favorites, and I really really like them. The Fury I love, but it's also not that expensive. I forgot to mention this one is discontinued, and I think the Black Intense is also discontinued, but you can still find it in the gray market or in the discounter, though a little bit hard, but you can still find them, and the price will be a little bit more compared to the other one that's still available. So that's it for my part one, the C line. My next will be the Armani Pre-Bay collection, and I will be doing that also in the next few days. So, how about you guys? Which is your favorite C? And do you agree with me that the original C that you did perform is kind of matured and vintagey in vibe? If you have anything to say, please comment down below so we can have conversation. And thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you on my next video. Thank you. Bye bye.